This is the download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news of the business of podcasting, brought to you by Spreaker from iHeart. I'm Gavin Gaddis, still getting over that darn cold. Here's what you need to know for today, Tuesday, December 10th. First up, podcasting becomes the primary strategy, not an afterthought. For Neiman Labs' 2025 prediction series, Podglomerate SVP of Marketing and Audience Development, Joni Deutsch, contributed a piece on where podcast advertising will likely go next year. Chief among those predictions being podcasting becoming more common primary sources for breaking news and major announcements from public figures. Also, podcasting is primed to enable media outlets to regain trust and reinforce transparency with their audiences. The intimacy of the medium could be a key to rebuilding bridges burnt by growing distrust in mainstream media outlets. Next up, Call Her Daddy's Alex Cooper launches her first product. Alex Cooper is getting into the branded space with Unwell Hydration, a play on her podcast network Unwell Nation. The new electrolyte beverage produced by Nestle will hit Target shelves on January 1st. A natural move for one of the biggest podcasters in the industry, as beverage brands prove successful for influencers. The most notable example, referenced in Cooper's announcement video, being the Jake Paul and KSI promoted Prime sports drink brand. And finally, BetterHelp remains top podcast advertiser in Q3. Australian podcast advertising charts provided by ARN's iHeart and Magellan AI show BetterHelp remains a juggernaut in the country. The top 5 also include CommBank, Wise, Amazon, and Airbnb. Those are in ascending order. The same report also attests ad spend in the true crime category increased 92% year over year by brands, showing far more confidence in the genre. As for the rest of the news, speaking of Australia, BBC Studios has announced a partnership with ARN's iHeart to represent BBC podcasts in Australia. Veritonic has published a new study focusing on what marketers can do to improve podcast ads. Riverside has announced they raised $30 million in Series C funding. Magellan AI demonstrates how their platform can provide deeper insights into competitors' programmatic and run-of-network podcast advertising strategies. Adalicious hit their 1 billionth ad impression delivered, and Andrea Koskai has announced a new bi-weekly newsletter about the European side of podcasting, dubbed Eurowaves. Be sure to check out all the links to every article mentioned right in your podcast listening app or at soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to the newsletter version. The download is written and produced by Newton Shadowcotty, Brian Barletta, myself, and Tom Webster. This episode is hosted on Spreaker. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis. Hopefully it won't be congested tomorrow. Let's see. Download us again tomorrow.